Hi, my name's Paul Davies and I'm here today with the two guys from Rebel Beauty Brands and, of course, the amazing Joanna from Savvy and Shine. And we just want to help you to understand a little bit more about Keratin Complex. And we'd like to do that by introducing you to our new YouTube channel, which will be populating more and more videos, more how-tos, and more insider hints, tips, and tricks over the coming months. So head over to YouTube and you'll find us there. Tom, give us a brief overview of where you think that Rebel Beauty fits into the industry today. What makes Rebel different?
I think for us at Rebel Beauty Brands, working with Keratin Complex, we was talking earlier and we were saying how keratin complexes have been around, or keratin treatments has been around for 20 plus years. And what's funny is that at one time it was a big hype and then it kind of died off. And ever since that point, it's never kind of got back to that high point again, which is a shame because salons and freelance hairdressers, they're all missing out because the profit on return on these brands, on this product itself and Keratin Complex, and what it can offer you as an added service and the results you're getting from it, not only is it benefiting the salon or the stylist or the owner, it's also benefiting the client. Her walking out the salon with, we done Joe's hair earlier, you will see the shine, the condition, having frizz-free hair for 6 weeks or 3 months. I think we need to now is our time to real shout about it. More marketing PR side of it, which I think we need to work together on education. Is it a question that everyone wants? And that's why it's quite nice today to talk about ideas I think we need to bring together at Rebel Beauty and deliver them.
That's great to hear. And I think that one of the things that I've found especially important about Keratin Complex and smoothing systems, as a business coach, when I go around to salons or if I'm talking to individual freelance hairdressers, what I find is that less and less and less of them offering a smoothing service, but they're wondering why they haven't got the money in the bank. They're wondering why they've got white space in their diary. And is this not the perfect opportunity for them to get on board with a brand that really cares? And it's not just the smoothing. It is a one-stop shop for absolutely everything they could want, from wet lines through to styling and finishing and colour and smoothing. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure, Paul. So business in a box, where do we start with that? I think Keratin Complex is particularly clever in how they've developed different sizes of smoothing treatments, including our system kits. Aftercare's in it, there's enough for 4 heads.
Yeah, that is great, because one of the brilliant things about those system kits is that you've got enough applications in there for 4 treatments, and you've also got 4 aftercare products in there. You do 2, you give 2 of the products away, and the next 2 are pure profit. And if that isn't a killer, for your business, I just think that's amazing. Here in Northern Ireland, Joanna, how do you find that Keratin Complex is taking off here?
We've had Keratin Complex here for about a year, and it is going very well in the salons that have taken the time to learn about it, that have attended education on it, that have taken the time to include it in their service menu. I don't think that people are enough behind it at the moment. I don't think they see the benefit that it can have, as Tom's already said, not just to their business, but actually to their clients' hair health and to the longevity of their colour if they have it done, how quick it makes their hair blow dry. So I think there's still a long way for us to go to get people to really see the full benefit of it for their salon and how quick and easy it is to do, how much profit they can make whilst also making their clients look epic.
I think one of the big things for me with Keratin Complex, and particularly the smoothing systems, was that when I'm working with my clients, what I generally tend to find is I'm hearing the same 4 complaints all the time. It's either weak, their colour's fading, they've got no shine, it's really difficult to manage, or it takes forever to blow dry. And we know now that any one of those, from KC Express all the way through all of the smoothing systems, it just takes away all of the client problems. And unless the actual hairdressers themselves are educating their clients in the benefits of what KC can bring, then they're not going to do that. So you would say really that for you as a wholesaler distributor that it hit a gap in the market, and so it's something that we can really push through with the right education, with the right support, and with the right knowledge out there. And as we all know, it's pretty straightforward and easy to use. Is there a resource centre that people can go to for further education?
There's a full resource center at keratincomplex.com/resources. Everything that's printed in the box is actually online to download as well. You've got color charts, comparison charts, information around all our products, extensive line, new releases. You can actually download a flip book that has promotions, Instagram posts, you can download Instagram stories, you can download instructions actually how to perform the treatment or color service, whatever it is. It's all there to help you build your business.
I think that's another one of the things I've loved about working with Keratin Complex is that they seem to have thought of everything. I think the products, as we know, really simple to use, really straightforward, but they're also high performance products as well. The beauty of it for me in the salon that I work in is I feel like I have that corporate backing. I feel like I'm part of something that's more professional. And with the addition of the KC Expressives in the UK, I think we're going to not just see how professional and high performing it is, we're going to be able to see what the creative potential is. And I'm really excited about that. How do you think that might come across here on your territory, Joanna?
Since the pandemic, we found a lot of salons have moved away from being employed in a salon, freelancers, and it's sort of made a bit of a separation in the industry where people have sort of lost their identity. They don't, when we're in a salon that's maybe very commercially focused salon and there's maybe 6, 8, 10 stylists in it, we're part of a team. Suddenly those people aren't part of a team anymore. They're on their own and they're sort of losing a little bit of that fun side that we have as hairdressers. So I think having a brand like Keratin Complex where we're making a bit of a movement with it, we're doing a lot of events together, we're doing a lot of expressives, we're doing all of the things together to make us a new community again, because I do think we've lost a bit of that over the last number of years.
One of the things I think a lot of people are finding they're missing is the salon staff room or the salon kitchen, where people get together and they share ideas, share colour formulas. And I think you do get lost a little bit when you find more and more independent workers working on their own, either in their home salon or they're working, going into people's homes. So I think Expressives is going to be a huge part of the Keratin Complex journey over the next 12 months. From your point of view, Tom, a very sales-driven kind of focus from you, how do you see it growing in the UK market?
For us, growing it, it's a mixture of what people might say on it. Is it more education we need to deliver? Is it more events we need to put on together? So I feel like, do we need to also have a sideline team of people that want to be a part of the journey over the next 12 months? Whether we go across the UK and have special events on where we can have a community, talk about these things, I think everyone's experiencing the same, but no one really shouts about it or talks about why. So I think for sales side, it's breaking down to them what the cost per application would be for them, but actually what they can generate out of a bottle. Yeah. For KC Express, it does 30 heads out of a bottle of a litre. You can make over £3,000 from it. But that initial investment at the start, people freak out on. Yeah. Which they got to see the bigger picture of it. It's not just what it costs at the start. It's about the results you're getting from it and why it costs this much. But then your customer will understand why they're paying what they're paying for it because of the results they're getting from it. Yeah. So I think we need to ask the questions more, I think. Not just saying what we want to do. We want to listen. I want to listen more. I want to see what people want from Keratin Complex.
I think that we've come full circle in what is social currency in this day and age. We're back to YouTube where it all begun. And I figure that if we invest more in our YouTube, we're definitely going to reach a lot more people. If you think about it, YouTube's on our televisions, our smart TVs. Instagram isn't, TikTok isn't. And we've seen how TikTok could be switched off very quickly if it needed to be. But YouTube is always there. It's a good reference. It's a tool for everyone just to visit, to check up on things, to learn how to do something or to troubleshoot something.
On the 22nd, 23rd of June, we'll be exhibiting at HairCon in Manchester for the first time. Really excited about that. In terms of what we're going to bring to HairCon for those 2 days, what does that look like?
So for HairCon, I think it's quite interesting because there's a team of us, but everyone has different ideas what we want to do. Yes, we need to deliver the business in a box. 100%. The 4 main treatments, the business in a box, we need to be talking about at that event because it's going to help so many people. It'd be quite interesting to see what you guys would like to hear from us and what you want to see from us maybe. Yeah. Let people comment. Let people message out and what they might want to see.
It's going to be really, really good to get Vital Shot out there at HairCon as well, because as we know, it's like Vital Shot is something that we can use in so many different ways. And I always talk to people about it being like the gateway drug.
Yeah.
For Keratin Complex. It's such an inexpensive thing to use, and the sheer fact of how simple it is to use, the number of different ways we can use it, and the high percentage profit that you can make. 1 tube of Vital Shot in your colour, and all of a sudden we're adding £20-25 to the bill. We all know that bond builders are massive right now, and it's like it must be the simplest, most straightforward, most effective that I've come across in the last 5 years. One of the things I really like about it is that if you are based in a salon, it's like the pump is even more cost effective. It costs less per application. But for someone who's out on the road as a freelancer, or they're going to different locations where they rent chairs, to have the ampules, I mean, they're just like the best thing ever.
There's some new things coming this year. It's quite exciting.
There's opportunities there for people to actually get involved with Rebel Beauty and Savvy and Shine and actually start to give their feedback about what it is that we actually want from the industry right now. Yeah. What do we need? What sort of level of support from our brand partners? And I know that you guys in particular at Rebel really, really supportive to everyone who invests in Keratin Complex, right? So I think it's going to be a big move forward this year. Exciting new launches coming. New education platforms with the YouTube channel that I think is just going to grow and grow.